We've all been there before. We're trying to juggle all the things. I mean, not only are you trying to create content, but you're trying to manage your life, take care of your family, handle your business, and probably also have a day job. It's a lot being a content creator. So how do you handle if you get burned out and you don't feel like making content anymore? Let me help you out, 'cause I've been there, I've been you, and there is a way to come back and get out of your creative rut. What's up, guys? I am MJ. I am also a content creator. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and I'm all about creating authentic content that is sustainable, yet convertible and monetizable to connect with your audience. So what do you do when you are in a content rut or basically just burned out? The first thing that you're going to want to do, honestly, is take a break. I know that can seem so scary, but let me tell you, taking a break and taking a moment away from content creation is just going to help reset yourself, reset your mojo, reset the way that you're going to approach content creation, and it's just so necessary. I mean, honestly, content creation is really an art form. Some people may think that, it isn't creative, but there's a reason why it's called content creation. And that takes energy, that takes time, and that takes a lot out of you. So one of the things that I typically do when I know I need to beat the burnout is I put down my phone. I don't necessarily always delete the app. I know some people, that's what they do. But honestly, I put down the phone. I take time away and not open the app, or I purposely just do not create anything. I just start consuming and finding things that I see are inspirational in terms of content. Instead of being a creator and just becoming a consumer again, I can really look at things from a completely different way and perhaps just get re-inspired and motivated. However, I also think it's important to not even look at the app and open it and just get tapped back into reality and what's happening in front of you, because honestly, life is so much more inspirational, in my opinion, beyond a screen. Now, if you're finding that you're comparing yourself to people on social media, I would definitely suggest that you might want to mute certain profiles or just honestly unfollow them. It just may not be conducive or helpful in terms of your state of mind anymore, and it may not just be the content that you need to be motivated anymore. I mean, comparison is the thief of joy, totally. So I say remove that from your mind by either unfollowing individuals or muting if you don't want to, if you have a relationship with someone, you might want to just mute them. And I've exercised this incredibly on Instagram specifically. Because the thing is that consuming content takes up space in your brain, and if you're taking it to the point of comparing, you're taking away the joy, the opportunity to feel good about it, and you're doing yourself a complete disservice. So remove it, mute it, unfollow. You got the power to do it. All right, so now that you figure out your relationship with the app and you're kind of like taking a break away from it or taking a break from the content that you don't need to be consuming, let's get beyond the phone and let's get outside. Like, change your surroundings. Let's do things. Let's travel. Travel is one of the greatest ways for me, and I know travel, has an expense surrounded by it, but traveling, honestly, has been tremendous in terms of me beating burnout. Being able to travel allows me to get out of my comfort zone, get out of my usual surroundings, and it really reinvigorates me to see things and my life in a whole different way. I mean, honestly, I appreciate home so much more when I get a break away from it. I mean, it's almost like they say the heart, like you yearn for things when they're further away, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember the saying, I'll put it on here. But yeah, honestly, that's what happens for me with travel. Like, I get reinvigorated when I take time away from things. So taking time away from your home, and you can do this without going out of the country or going out of the state or the city. Literally, you can go visit friends and family, you can go to a coffee shop. I mean, set up yourself in a different environment and you may realize you miss what's in front of you. I mean, honestly, changing your surroundings can be very profound for you. The other thing that you're gonna wanna do is connect with friends and family. Friends and family for me is so important. I am so thankful that I have a ton of family here in Las Vegas. I spend so much time with them. And they're really helpful in terms of managing things with my business, my family, and all those good things. I don't know how I would survive without them. But they also, even beyond just helping me like with things in my life, they help me just be a better person and reconnect to myself. So much of my confidence comes from my family. I mean, they're incredible motivators. So I think it's just really important that you surround yourself with people with good energy and good vibes and who want to see you excel and be the best version of you. If you don't have that where you're at, find it. One of the things that I did when I first became a content creator is I joined Facebook groups and was looking for other content creators in the area. I went to events. I made friends as an adult, and making friends as an adult is super duper hard, but it's totally possible if you put yourself out there and just honestly risk getting to know individuals. And I've created some really profound adult relationships by putting myself in places where I was a little bit uncomfortable for a little bit, and now they're some of my closest friends. The other thing that you want to do to beat the burnout is get re-inspired. Some of the easiest ways to do that is honestly watching a movie. I mean, this is when Netflix and chill is a good thing. But also, reading a book. I think books is an awesome way because you start visualizing, well, at least for me, I visualize what's happening in the book, and that's going to be different for everyone. Listening to music, I think is also helpful. Music is a big part of my life. I love singing. I am a karaoke queen. And I think that connecting to music is just a great way to just get re-inspired, listening to an album, a favorite album. I mean, I love me some Beyonce. And I think it's just a great way to just tap back into that creative energy. Journaling has been such a profound thing for me to beat burnout. Honestly, journaling just helps me just get very intentional, very purposeful with my time and energy, and just really recognizing where my state of mind is at. I go through ebbs and flows with journaling. I don't journal every single day. I don't journal every single week. I journal when I really feel like my energy needs it and I need to really tap internally with what I need with myself if I'm feeling lost or off. Journaling is just a really good way for me to recenter myself. So I definitely suggest journaling is just a good practice to just tap back into what you want and what you desire and figuring out what the hell's going on in your brain. Also, we talk about mental health, but physical health in terms of burnout, in terms of beating burnout is going to be super duper important as well. Moving your body, walking, running, lifting weights, yoga, whatever it's gonna be to help you just move and get these joints shifting is what you need. And I think it's just so necessary to channel that creative energy. I mean, physically moving your body creates endorphins, and endorphins are happy feelings. And so if you want to replace that negative energy that you may have been feeling about content creation, exercise your ass off. Honestly, you probably will feel a lot better. And then honestly, one of the things that you can do to beat burnout is nothing. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but honestly, just being still. One of the easiest ways to practice this is to meditate. Meditating has been incredibly profound to my life as well. I would say journaling and meditation, but it just helps me again tap back into what's cycling through my head and honestly removing it if I need to. It just helps me be so much more purposeful and intentional with my time and my energy, and also just figuring out how to love myself more. Creating content to me takes so much energy and is an extension of you. And so really understanding yourself and the type of energy that you're putting out and what you're feeling is so important in terms of being a creative and an artist on these platforms. And so I highly suggest that you do just take some time to be still, go outside, get some vitamin D, just relax and be very quiet. It's really such a good practice just to be still, honestly. And you will find that things will start to be enlightened and come to fruition when you are very still. At the end of the day, when you are beating burnout, take as long as you need to get out of that creative rut. I have taken months off of Instagram, and it's okay, because also I have the practice of creating content consistently on multiple platforms where my content survives even when I'm not live on these platforms. And that's a whole different discussion. With that said though, even if you're early into this or you don't have platforms that are working for you that way, still take the break, honestly. Those platforms will still be there. You can create the content later. Take the time you need to rejuvenate, to re-tap into that energy, and to find really what you want to do in terms of being on these platforms and building your businesses and building your brands. And honestly, you're just going to be a better person for it all around. At the end of the day, we make the rules for social media. Remember that. And if you need to take a break, if you need to take a moment away, do it. I hope these tips are helpful for you, and I am there for you if you're in this creative rut, if you're really trying to beat burnout. I'm feeling it. Let me know which one of these tips was most helpful for you, or what you're going to be practicing today to beat burnout, and let's motivate each other in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.